Hello Falcons, Mr. Fleschner here bringing you our update from our December school board meeting. Now, some of you may have looked and wondered why are there so many different meetings. Well, schools, it's just part of the requirement and kind of how we do business. So we actually held 3 separate meetings in December. First, we'll start out with just an annual meeting. The premise of this meeting is really this. With school board elections, potentially members, coming off the board, on the board, the sitting board needs to kind of finalize their books and their business, if you will. All right, typically pretty short agendas. They're just kind of finalizing things, from the current sitting board. So a couple of items there to kind of touch on from the annual meeting. And the biggest one here is the school district and the school board has decided to continue offering early retirement or offer an early retirement benefit package for our retirees. It's something we have done in the past, kind of off and on, every other year, something of that nature. But the board did opt to offer early retirement to those that qualify. We've already kind of notified all of those people. They've got those documents. There'll be some people making some decisions here as we go along. The last real piece there is they kind of closed out some books, finished up some policy, second readings, and that meeting's really, really pretty short. And we move on then into the organizational meeting. This is really the first meeting for the new board. While we did have returning members to the board, this is kind of really where they kind of start new, if you will. All right, so lots of just organizational items inside of here. Congratulations to Jill Cockworth. She'll remain as the president of the AP School District, of the school board. And congratulations to Amy Truax, who will continue to serve as the vice president of the school board here at AP. So congratulations to both those two. They've been in those roles, have done a great job serving and leading the school district in those. And then we continue on really some organizational. We appoint some committees, some compliance pieces. We appoint things with where we're doing banking, who we're doing legal services with. Those are kind of the biggest pieces there. Some board members also serve on some various committees that kind of happen throughout the school year. Things involving facilities, school improvement, employee relations, and some policy things, and finance. So they volunteer some extra time to kind of help work through all of those. But again, pretty just procedural, setting the stage now for the kind of the new board, if you will, moving forward. Pretty short meeting overall. And now we get into the actual, the real annual regular meeting for December, okay? This time of year, you get some things from the School Budget Review Committee, some different things that we have to work through on the finance side. Nothing negative there, it's just procedural things that we have to follow with that. Board approved all of those. Starting this summer, Appleton Parkersburg will be sharing girls softball with Dike New Hartford, something that's been talked about quite a bit here really since last summer. So those two schools will be joining together for girls softball this summer. And that's primarily really was just due to some low numbers at both schools, really to kind of combine to put a team together. Some purchases in food service were approved, a couple of adjustments in some positions in food service and para hours, just because of some needs that we have to kind of meet and take care of. Some other repairs. You're going to see a reoccurring agenda item with SiteLogic. They're the group that's helping us manage all of our facilities and plan our facilities, and eventually we'll get to construction and all those things, okay? But they'll be reoccurring because we'll have monthly bills and statements that we will need to pay them, and the board will approve that. So it'll be kind of a running agenda item. The board then moved to approve our at-risk dropout prevention plan. It's something that our guidance counselors and at-risk folks and administrators have been working on, of how we kind of support students that maybe struggle a little bit with school and how we can better serve those students. And then the board moved into a closed session, had a conversation about some evaluative things, and we moved into consent items, and it was adjourned. Kind of lengthy, but things we had to get into place kind of to start off the actual calendar new year going forward. As always though, I want you to reach out. Any questions, concerns, comments, don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me an email. And as we're fast approaching the Christmas season, I want to wish all of you from Appleton Parkersburg School District a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And go Falcons!